Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Chef Anna Q, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of my family favorite recipes. You know, there's a perception that some of our traditional foods can't be made healthier. Well, let me tell you a little secret. You can still make delicious and authentic dishes while using better for you ingredients. No sacrifices needed. So grab your Masola Corn Oil because we're going to make some delicious steak tacos. For this recipe, you're going to need about a pound of steak. It could be flank steak or skirt steak, low sodium soy sauce, freshly squeezed lime juice, minced garlic, chili powder, ground cumin, Mexican oregano, taco-sized flour tortillas, salt and pepper, and of course, Masola Corn Oil. Including Masola Corn Oil is the heart-healthy start to all your recipes. Whether you're baking or grilling, sauteing, or even marinating, it really helps the flavor of all your meals shine through. And I love making marinades with Masola Corn Oil because it's very neutral tasting, so it doesn't take away from the flavors that I'm adding to the marinade. So I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of the oil, 3 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, fresh lime juice, some fresh garlic minced, ground cumin, a little bit of Mexican oregano, and we're gonna add some chili powder. And there you have it, our marinade, delicious on anything, but particularly good in our delicious steak tacos. While I was making the marinade, I put my flank steak in the freezer for about 30 minutes, which really helps to cut the steak really, really thin. And you wanna cut it against the grain and get it as thin as possible, because we're only going to marinate it for a little while, and the marinade will penetrate better the thinner the slices. So now that we have the steak all cut up, we're going to incorporate it with the marinade. And don't leave them more than like 2 hours, but at least 30 minutes. That's going to be plenty of time because they're really thin to absorb all the flavor of the marinade. And I'm using my hands, but feel free to use tongs. Just going to turn it around to make sure they're evenly coated. And while we let this marinate, I want to share with you why I love using Masola Corn Oil. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom would use it all the time. But using Masola is not just a way to replicate mom's recipes, it's also a smart choice for my family. Masola Corn Oil can help lower cholesterol, making these recipes even better. Okay, so I've got a very hot pan, and the first thing I'm going to do is heat up a couple of tablespoons of Masola Corn Oil. So now that our pan is really hot and our oil is hot, we are going to add just the steak. Yep, nice and hot, not the marinade, but we're gonna reserve the marinade because we're gonna reduce it later. One of the benefits about cooking with Masola Corn Oil is its higher smoking point. It's higher than olive oil, and I really like that. In this dish in particular, I wanna use really high heat because I want this steak to sear quickly. And I love that my kitchen doesn't get full of smoke. Now I'm gonna use the remaining marinade and I'm gonna reduce it in the same pan just to thicken it up a bit, and it'll give us a nice glaze for our steak. So now we're gonna prepare a super easy coleslaw that's really gonna balance the flavors of those steak tacos. We're gonna start with about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. We're gonna add some jalapeno peppers, chopped up mango, some fresh lime juice, chili powder. Stir this well. Add a little salt and pepper to taste. Now we add the cabbage. I'm using purple cabbage, but feel free to use any cabbage you like. I really like this because it gives a really vibrant color. And I'm gonna toss it lightly. Perfect. So now that our steak is done, I love to actually heat up our tortillas on a cast iron skillet and just do it really quickly. I don't want them to get hard, but I do like them to get a little brown and just kind of smoky. Really quick, like 20 seconds per side. And we are ready. The steak is really tender and flavorful because of that marinade. So we're gonna add our coleslaw, and it's really good because it has that little bit of mango, so it adds just the right amount of sweetness. Some of the cotija cheese, cilantro, finely chopped. We're gonna add a little jalapeno. These are pickled, and if you like it hot, you can add extra, and a lime wedge. All right, 1 taco is never enough, so we're gonna make a couple more. They look delicious. Now every day should be Taco Tuesday. I really hope you've enjoyed this recipe and that you guys will give it a try at home. Remember that heart health is often a real issue within the Hispanic community. So by working together and making smarter choices, we can make our hearts healthier, one recipe at a time. See you soon.